Oh, there are people in the arena. We're finally open to the public. Oh, there's TK. TK already in the crowd. I'm in full LCP gear today. LCP jacket. We have the LCP jersey as well. We have the LCP glow stick too. CFO versus TLN. Driver is gonna be starting this time around. What a team they are. We've all watched them at first hand. From underestimated to undeniable. And you called us underdogs. No, call us the team to beat. And now they have a chance to do that. A lot has changed in the LCP. The change being that this team right here, they're no longer the underdogs. And this team who came here as potentially the best team just could not show that. Whoa! Don't fight, guys, don't fight! Now, Honkyu, my rookie of the year against Fofo. TLN! Oh my god! That's TK! I was like, wait, that's a savage sign, and then I've just seen it is TK, CEO of Gaming Sport. Oh, because of their video. They had like a video together, I just remembered. That was a very fun video, and they were like fighting each other and everything. It all makes sense now. But before that, we're gonna be seeing Doggo versus Betty in the 1v1 show match. Whoever wins is gonna be getting the side selection. We have a Spirit Blossom team. We can choose from Spirit Blossom skin champions. Riven versus Darius? Aren't they Noxians? Wait, Riven has a Spirit Blossom as well? Oh, I guess like because, oh, that was in the video as well. I literally reacted to that. So Riven was like in an Ionian war. So I guess like she has also some ties to Ionia. And it seems like they have to use the Spirit Blossom skins. So both of them are using the Spirit Blossom. That's how the rules are. It seems to be the case. This matchup could have been with the Noxian 1v1s as well. What is it? The Spirit Blossom. Everyone is cute. Nothing is more cuter than a buff guy wearing a pink. Well, the buff guy is getting pretty low here. Doggo. Gonna have 5 seconds until the passive runs out. I learned that also from that little lore video. I am so knowledgeable. River the Exile is gonna be going in and gonna get the first kill onto Betty. 1 held down for Betty. As a reminder, you have 2 lives. So Doggo has 1 kill. That's so good. He needs to get 1 more if he wants to win. He is gonna be having the advantage when it comes to potentially the lost encounter. Now, minions are pushing in on their Doggo's turret. It's gonna let Betty recall. Very tense. Oh, there's a chat message. I heard chat. So chat, cowards. 1 more encounter. And it's gonna be Doggo's game. We're also gonna be quite far ahead in this game, so the Ring of Fire might come in soon. Betty has the ultimate still, but it's not the case for Doggo, so a little bit of an advantage on that side. This might just be GG. Oh, there's the pull. There's a bit of damage to Doggo, but there's the stun coming in. Doggo really needs that health pack to get back up. There's the passive pop for Doggo, but there's the ultimate. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Now it comes down to 1 lost life on both members. We are getting an actually super interesting 1v1. Actually close, interesting 1v1. Wait, Karsh is helping them? Wait. Oh my god, he's getting best in game. Do you guys see this? TLN is putting a lot of pressure on him. I cannot even imagine what can Karst say to him, but like Karst is just constantly talking, so sharing some secret technologies on the Darius. Both Ignite and the barrier available for both of them. As now, the stun almost hit. There is the ultimate coming in from Doggo. The big sword, can he get the Betty down? But there is Betty also with the ultimate. Pop, there is the passive. Omok should be enough to get the Doggo down. But there's the heal, and there is Betty with the kill. TLN gonna be winning the 1v1 and choosing blue side. CFO, Jail, Honkyu fighting. I can read that much Chinese. Oh my god, okay, there's a anti-TLN sentiment from TK coming. Where the fans are censoring that heresy. Okay, Gwen and Nofri both left up. That's an interesting trade, I would assume. Which one would TLN be going for? I feel like Gwen? Okay, so they're gonna go for Talia for Fofo. Now, here's the thing. CFO can just go Gwen Nofri here. That is like probably the strongest upside even after some of the nerfs that both Gwen and Nofri has gotten these 2 patches. But that's gonna be Driver Cyan. What am I talking about? Gwen? No. That's gonna be Driver Cyan. You don't swap in Driver for nothing. And that's just a Nofri for Junjia, right? Junjia would rather go for this corner. That's interesting. Nofri did get some nerfs. Not in this patch particularly. In the previous one, in the mid patch. But doesn't care. Karsa doesn't care about that. I am surprised to see that Nofri and the Gwen. What is this draft? They're a little bit cooking right now. That is an insane combo ready to go into. But I'm gonna be happy. I wanna be happy watching that. I feel like this game is gonna be very interesting already. I mean, if you wanna go late, actually, if Corki is mega here, they're gonna go for the Astro. That's fine. And the last pick for Kiving, is it just a Leona? Leona was like the very OG Ezreal pairing during split 1. I guess that the Braum makes sense when you have a Gwen. Looking at just the comps, nonetheless, I would say TLN probably won this. During the mid-game, I feel like Talon is gonna be unbeatable. But I mean, if the game goes late, I mean, CFO's com still has some firepower in it. Because now we are in the game, Talon versus CFO. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for CFO. But they are here to prove that they are the best. They were the best. Absolutely, clearly they were the best last split. And CFO here to show them once again that Talon is over and now we're living in the new CFO era. Junji coming in for a very early gank, early dive, level 3 already. There is Kiving. Gotta be flashing in. Gotta be healing as well. I'm not sure this dive is going, but oh, the kill! Oh, that's so unlucky. There's no chance, please. Oh my god, I just feel bad for them. Flash. What just happened? I drank too much Red Bull. My heart cannot take this. CFO gonna be picking up their first dragon, but Kars is also here. Oh, that's a 50-50. Alright, Junji is gonna be getting that. However, this is gonna be more. The answer seems to be a no. I am liking how aggressive these teams are. As now Vuri comes in with a headbutt. Dogo is already. There's a bomb. There is burning down. One more would be enough to get Dogo down, but Dogo is still alive. Dogo is going down. That is the one with a kill. Of course, is also here. There's a dodge. There are the dogs attacking right now. Kiving goes a little bit lower, but not too low enough. There's just one kill for Betty. 2 for 2 the scoreline right now. As Talon kind of coming back to this game. Of course, they're gonna be getting the 3 grubs here. A little bit delayed trade, but a very normal trade after the enemy team gets the dragon. I guess like CFO has a super tiny bit of a lead, but again, every single lane is equal. But Dogo gonna be I might be said it's a little too early, as now there is the ultimate. Some cars are gonna be getting the feet of warfare. Basically 3-6 grubs potentially. It doesn't even seem like Junji is gonna be trying to get that. Would rather just once again trade that to the dragon, which is like not too bad when it comes to CFO. When you have late game scalers, going for these dragons, I feel like that's a fine trade, but the enemy having 6 grubs, that is gonna be scary. That is definitely gonna be scary when it comes to your turrets. We had so many crazy fights at the very start of this game. These days it's a little bit slower. They're pretty happy with their current standing. I feel like trying to, you know, ward up the dragon is... Oh, but Talon? I said Talon is the strongest now. They're gonna be using this power to take down Kiving. Kiving is pretty low, but not down just yet. There's now ultimate is gonna be missing from Junjia. A TP coming in from Driver. Ultimate also available for him. Let's see if he will use the ultimate. Immediate ultimate pop. There's also 2 stuns into the queue. And it's gonna be the first of the full. Oh, Dogo is gonna be super low as well, but not going down, Oh, Gwen, where is the immune? But Gwen is not immune enough. There's already 2 kills to CFO. They're looking to be winning this fight, but can they keep this up? Kiving is super low. Junji also not the healthiest member, they're still going in. As there's the damage, there's a stun, and there's a kill to Honku as well. CFO back in the game, baby! CFO looking extremely strong at this point. And can they get this dragon? I feel like that would just be the icing on this cake. Oh, there's gonna be another Stein ultimate. What is the cooldown on that Riot Games? As it seems like they have the better position for this dragon, but they're not even gonna be taking it for now. If they give away the soul point, that's gonna be super hard to come back in 5 minutes. But at the same time, if they throw this game away here, then CFO is just gonna get stronger and stronger. Their snowballing is incredibly strong. No flash out for now. I mean, it's pretty safe. I feel like Talon has a better chance now to get this dragon. There's Junjia knocked up. There's Gwen, but massive ultimate. Junjia gonna get 2. So far, somehow no one is dead. But oh, Junjia is down. But so is the dragon. It's just Driver got the dragon, and also Audrey is down to Dogo's hands. At the moment when Junjia was down, I was like, okay, Talon is getting that. But Driver said no. Driver says no right now. 302 on Driver. The real carry of this game is this Sion. Of course it is this Sion. And it does feel like that Talon would be pretty strong 20 minutes. However, CFO already started the snowballing. It's already gonna be incredibly hard to do anything to them. CFO gonna be starting off Otacon. I feel like that's a bit risky, but Talon doesn't know about it. Talon is just realizing it now, maybe. They're not even going for Otacon. They would rather go for the mid lane. Want to Driver. I mean, they're gonna be taking Driver down 100%, but that's an Otacon, a late game scaling team. And just that's a free Otacon. That's like not too bad. It might be also getting the Hero. That's actually pretty good in like the big picture. But thanks to this Otacon, Honku is gonna be 3 levels up than Fofo. That is crazy. It's crazy how strong Honku is right now. It was not a bad reply from Talon. I'm just still a little bit worried. Oh, look. It's a spirit blossom pose. The nose inhaler. One of the most iconic moments happened after one of those nose inhaler moments. Last time around, we got one of the most banger gifts out of this tech pose. That was also tech pose, by the way, in CFO versus TLN. To be fair, that was like a 1 hour pose or something, so we may have to go a little bit longer for such things to happen. Pose reason in-game issues. I never understand why would anyone sleep whenever they are having a pose. Players react differently to poses. One of the funniest one actually happened this week in NACL, which is like the tier 2 LCS league, because there was like a 3-hour pose, and basically the response was, we just played Catan, the board game, not like Discord, but the board game. And that's it, and they won, and they literally stomped right after, so it's working. It worked for Luminosity Gaming in the NACL. I just want to take this idea, massive opportunity here, either for a sponsor, or maybe for your own TCG game. I'm just saying, I feel like they make $1 million. Yeah, okay, Honk using the mouse. It's a very good sign. I see the champions moving. That's the best sign. And with that, we are in the game back again. Okay, where were we? I literally don't remember anything. We had the Nofri, we had the Gwen, but can CFO out OP them? That dodge is really OP, yeah? Woody though is gonna be caught out here, as Honkyu is incredibly strong. 2 items, having a 3-level advantage compared to Fofo. He has way more CS, but also because Atakan has... Well, here's your answer. I mean, Dogo's gonna be the one who's getting this kill, but Jesus Christ, that laser is hurting so much from Honkyu. That's gonna be the Dragon Soul, only at 24 minutes. Super fast Dragon Soul. They were like, we're scaling, we need this Dragon fast. They're gonna have the Elder in 5 minutes. It's not like super over, but the more the game goes on, the more CFO's comp is gonna be just stronger and stronger as well. The Tristana is gonna be scaling pretty good. However, there's just nothing compared to Honkyu's Victor. What's happening here? Hello? What is happening here? Is this a new champion? Oh my god. Nofri is so broken, it broke my stream! What is happening? Okay, there's a pose. Okay, we have another tech pose. Chat, that was not my fault, by the way. Official stream had this. Wait, every single fan is sleeping. Oh, tell him! Oh my god, the biggest plot twist! Anime level storylines in just this pose. Anytime there is a TLN versus CFO match, there has to be like an hour-long pose. And we are in the game! Nofri didn't break the game. We're back. Okay, so where were we? I literally have zero idea what's happening in this match, guys. That's why TLN is now up ahead quite a lot, but I'm still a little bit afraid of Honky, but he does the same thing again. He does the same thing. There's the headbutt, but now this time around, Junji is gonna be the one getting Woody. Ultimate is gonna be missing from Junji. I'm fairly certain he used it just now, yep. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because there is unstoppable Sion, not gonna be stopped by any one of Atelia's abilities. There's gonna be getting the turret. Gwen, meanwhile, on the bot side also got a turret, but it's much better for the CFO. That's what it's gonna be all about, as CFO is chunking this Baron down super fast. Now they're gonna be going in. The Honkyu's gonna be the first target, of course has to dodge it away. But now there's a massive ultimate coming from Junjia into the bomb from Driver. Driver, having the help of Driver rather, is gonna be Junjia taking down Aussie. And I feel like the laser is just super strong. Betty is gonna be super low. He's the only one who can carry this fight, and he's not around. Everyone else is gonna be dying except for Betty, and he might be falling as a Honkyu. Extremely strong, and I said these are the 2 members who can carry their own respective teams, and it's gonna be Honkyu with the shutdown as well. Baron for their name. Even an Elder has just spawned. I don't think they can rotate to the Elder for now. Probably reset and then Elder. I thought that Talon's team comp has like a small window around 20 minutes when they can probably win. The issue is that at that point, CF was already super ahead. They got Atakan, they got the level leads, they got the very fast Dragon Soul as well, and now they're taking Elder. This team snowballs harder than Nunu. If Talon cannot win with this comp, god damn it. Okay, what has happened here now? Aji is not as happy as Driver. I mean, you can just tell which team is winning, because before that big fight at CFO won, to Talon, who was just laughing around. Now, CFO, all happy. Talon looking a little dead. You don't even need to see the games. I mean, you barely see the games. I have an idea. I need to get some energy. Ah, we're in game! We're in game. What is Gwen doing? I don't know, but we're in game. This is way too close to my face. I don't like this. CFO is just about to destroy the base. Woody is about to go down as well. Everyone is on the threshold of being executed. Everyone is super low. The Talon said they need to go back to reset, but there is the Elder helping CFO now. There is a dodge coming in from Nofri. I don't even see how the Alistar died, but it doesn't even matter. Bam, 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 bam. And CFO gonna be finishing off this game. My camera is extremely not in centered. Is it better now? Yes. And CFO won! Okay, so what happened here? I have no idea. I feel like I just like teleported into the future. I feel like I got severed or something. And there it is. Game 2. as per usual, rest coming in. I love the fearless little band sign, band panel, just under the names there. Also, it's kind of funny because rest doesn't have any there, because I would assume the system they made it with is like check the name of the player and like what did they play last game, but rest didn't play anything last game. So there's a Scion there, but I understand why the Scion is not there. They probably actually just tied the picks to names. TLN choosing blue side after their loss. First picking Vi. Oh my god, don't tell me they're first picking Vi. Well, chat, today is gonna be a short day. Corky, I mean, with a Nidalee, could be mid. Could be ADC. That's a pretty good pick, I think, in overall. I have my concerns about talents. I mean, again, Vi on paper, really good. But if your name is not Peanut, I don't know if I trust you. Wait, where is this? This is a Rest's solo queue account. We're so cooked. Chat, we're so cooked. What is it gonna be? Misfortune? Okay, alright, they're keeping their picks. We're also gonna be having a Nico support here. Not the most important pick. God damn it. We got debated, chat. This is gonna be the boring Aatrox top. I mean, to be fair, Aatrox Nidalee is still like super strong and early. A lot is gonna be dependent on the early game. But the Vi pick, I am never ever gonna be trusting a Vi pick. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a Nidalee jungle. How boring it is. But for now, it's gonna be actually CFO who's helping with the Leashman. Wait, what is already going into Betty? Okay, I mean, just like game 1, we had some incredibly crazy early game, and Woody is gonna get pretty low here. I mean, if you like zone out Woody, that's massive. One of the best parts of having a Nico support is taking the form of the ADC, and you can just push really fast. Let's just be trading equal damages now. They're coming to Y onto Junjia. Junjia is gonna be stronger, I feel like, at this point. But yeah, maybe Vi shield is gonna be neglecting standard damage. And also Junjia. Oh, wait a second, Honkyu. Honkyu gonna get solo bullet. Oh my god, one more hit would have been enough in the bot. What is happening? Your Betty is gonna be super low. First, I'm gonna be going to Betty? Wait, so both AD carries got a kill? And now it's Dogo versus Woody. What on earth has happened here? Wait. Well, Dogo has to be really careful. There's the shield, and there's the Q! Everyone killed each other! Wait, what has happened? Diving on Nico. Not the best idea. That was a really, really nice, almost done onto Betty. Okay, yeah, that's archiving that. A little bit too ambitious to dive. And I mean, that was like pretty nice from Dogo. Like, he was surely dead here. But in the end, it's gonna be a 2 for 2. I don't think Nico's one single kill is that important. In that sense, CFO is doing a little bit better, but they need definitely more. And Valkasa, I'm gonna be getting this dragon. I feel like way more important that is to look at the items of Junji. Because whenever the Leandris is done on Nidalee, she is online. CFO is taking it slow. I guess like last time around, they also took it slow, but again, that was like a whole different comp. They really just didn't need to rush on the dragons. This time around though, gonna go to Fofo. There is gonna be even Kiving going in. That's just gonna be Junjia. Easy peasy kill. A Kiving might go down here. Giving a kill for Betty. Not the best, but Junjia got a kill. I feel like that's very important right now. Later on it might become a problem, but for now I would definitely love to see more gold on Junjia. It's not too bad. Okay, what is happening here? Kiving code out, or maybe he code out Karsa. I think this is the other option there. As now already 2 kills or just 1. I have no idea what's happening. That's the double. That's the double for Junjia. Alright, so Junjia is just a carry now. Dogo is gonna get a kill. What has happened here? CFO just is stomping them! And this time around as well. Oh, Ozzy? Okay, Ozzy might be getting this. I mean, they're rest. Oh, what is this champion? What is this healing? They don't have anti-heal, so it's kind of their fault. I mean, at this point, you don't really want to buy anti-heal. You're unfortunately forced to buy anti-heal. After the long pause, I just completely forgot what happened in game 1. And I have to form my opinion on each player in this match. Like, what do I think about them? But I completely forgot what happened in game 1. And for now, Honkyu is gonna get caught out here. Okay, or there might be more games than just 2. Okay, why is CFO throwing? Hello? Karsa is gonna be overscaling the CFO comp super hard. There's already a Kraken down. I would assume he's not far from Rageblade either. CFO still got it. I feel like they can still close this game out. But their tools in their disposal is just getting less and less. With 6 grubs, at least it's gonna grant them some threat. Is it enough? Is it enough? And Betty is just getting stronger and stronger as soon as the evolutions are coming in. It's gonna be really, really hard to keep track of this Kaisa. Now, oh, Rise Ultimate being used. Was it like just to catch up with the others? Maybe they didn't find a good entry into the lane. If you're CFO, you just wanna push those turrets. However, what if you're not led to do that? Such a nice ultimate from Dogo coming in. Not gonna be finding any kill, however. Oh, never mind. Wood is down. And everyone just TPing it out. Alright, one kill. That goes to the support. That's not the best though. Okay, for like a little bit of Val, I thought that TLN may just got the lead here, but I mean in the end CFO still. And it does feel like that they are still just much stronger. Dragon spawning very soon. And actually, just because it's more fun, Otacon is also spawning bot side. Also Otacon, if CFO wins the fight here, they can just get Ruinous and get even farther ahead in terms of XP though. On the pit, very close. It's gonna come down to probably Smite fight. That's a channel. Jumping out from here, still in Smite range. Who's gonna get it? It's Karsa! Karsa gonna be getting it, but diving now onto the Karsa. Karsa gonna be cancelling out Dogo's ultimate too. And this might be Talon's fight here. As Ashi already knocked it down. Dogo. 1-for-1 so far. Wood is down as well. And oh no. Wait, Rest is still up. Rest is still up. This looked like maybe Talon's fight, but Rest, as long as Rest is up, Rest is extremely healthy. Gonna be taking down Fofo as well, even though there's a soul point for Talon. How are you gonna be dealing with this Aatrox from now on, especially with this Aatrox that's even more levels? It's a very weird spot because I do feel like CFO's comp, not the best at scaling, but like Corki and Misfortune is gonna be carrying the torches. As I'm saying, there's gonna be engage coming in from CFO, actually a lot of members. Rest though, how are you gonna get down Rest? That is the main question here. Okay, ultimate is not gonna do too much damage. They're coming in, and Besta. Junjie is gonna be down. That's shut down for Fofo. Can they go for more? Can they go for more? Rest is gonna be super low, but not dead just yet. Okay, Fofo gonna go for more here. He has to be careful. Dogo is pretty strong. Any pick that they can get, meanwhile, is just gonna be even better. Turret is one more shot away from being dead. There you go. That's gonna be the fifth turret for CFO, compared to only one on Talon. As, okay, Junjie is down once again. Also, to be fair, I mean, Nidalee really falls down early. Go after early. That's okay. Dogo, once again, not the best ultimate position. Out of position. And Talon just gonna clean them up. The Nidalee is finally reached the point when she is not that useful anymore. And the carries on Talon just started scaling like crazy. Karsa on the Vi. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Vi, but Engage, pretty good so far. I have to give props to him. Talon finally having a little bit of a goal lead for themselves. Coming back definitely into this game. The CFO gonna be losing ground more and more. As now Nesher's Tooth also done for Betty. It's an incredibly strong Kai'Sa. Rest is still gonna be strong. Still have to be a little bit careful, but I feel like the healing is definitely gonna be cut down by a lot now. Talon gonna be taking a few threats. The Rest is gonna get the Spirit Vistage. I feel like Talon is just still melting through them. On two lanes, Ash is probably gonna be just going for the other threat. The Rest is dying actually very fast. Okay, it does not look like a tanky champion anyways. But at least it's looking like we are finally on our first day. Immediately gonna be going into game 5 as Rest is gonna be, yep, I mean, even through the anti-heal, he's gonna be healing quite a lot. Betty had to flash. Wait, Karsa, wait. I mean, I see on the minimap that Karsa was like around the Baron pit, but what happened there? I need a replay of that, but I mean, the game is just gonna be over before that probably. They're already Dogo down, followed by Nidalee. Yeah, it's just gonna be a slaughter at this point. Betty extremely fed, and Rest, you can be very, very strong. However, not strong enough to withstand the all fat Talon members. As now they're gonna be equalized in the game, and they're showing that they are not to be played with. CFO might have won the LCP. They might have shown how strong they are at first time tournament, but now back in LCP, Talon is the king. They're the king of Pacific, and they're here to reclaim their crowns. But every single time, they took one game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's absolutely possible that Talon just lose the next game. It's possible. Fan cam. Are we gonna be seeing some player fan cams? Oh, please tell me this is actually from players. Oh, it's like, oh, I thought it's gonna be a different type of fan cam. And there it is, Driver coming back in. Games 3, Driver back in. And now we're in draft. Oh, we're also getting the answer. Okay, Driver only has Cyan, so it's not fixed. So it's not fixed for role, it's still like tied to players. What is gonna be CFO's priority? I feel like Dogo has been prioritized beforehand. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with so many ADCs now out of the question too. But it's gonna be the Xinjiao. Junjie is gonna be locking him in this new season as well, which is apparently gonna be about him. Anyone else? The Yorick? We are gonna be seeing the Yorick here for Aji. Who else would be picking the Yorick than Aji himself? Beepo played it in LCS. Even just a lost match we've seen Kratos playing, and both of them, I had the same conclusion that this champion is not fair. Driver is known for the Gragas, but when you see the Yorick, you have to go Jax's. Alright, Karthus gonna be bringing out the Lee Sin as well. The Silas works into Yorick, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, I mean, there are already some pretty good ultimates to steal, even in just the Ahri. So far, I would say like both drops are fine. CFO still needs the bot laner, still needs the support. Jinx? Ooh, are we gonna be seeing Thresh? Hook City? Thresh got like a super small buff like a month or two ago. I heard from Thresh means that it feels much better to play Thresh now, and it's like apparently increased a little bit his pick rate. There you go. And what is the last one? What do we need here? Who else is even left? Aphelios, absolutely unplayable. Who do you have? Severe. Or don't go AD. Why go AD when you can go AP? A little bit lacking in terms of AD damage. I mean, I guess the Lee Sin is there to do that. I'm really not sure if that would be enough. I think the fact that they don't really have AD damage is gonna be biting them back. But with that being said, they're gonna be melting down objectives. CFO, Giles, Talon, Giles. And against the Ziggs, I mean, that's gonna be interesting to see as now. Kiving is gonna be hooking Woody. Woody is gonna be taking some damage, but not too much. I mean, it is enough to get them out. Okay, what is Kiving doing here? Oh, it's gonna be joining Junjia. Oh wait, this is massive. The massive no level 6 stab basically for Fofo. Flash is available. Oh no! The prediction! Kiving was expecting the flash. What he didn't know was that Fofo was expecting Kiving to expect the flash. That was amazing. Still got the kill, but it looks so funny. Yorick is gonna just keep pushing. Oh, Kiving gonna be stunning Betty, and oh my god, so much stun coming from both of those players. In the end, Betty goes down. Kill goes to Kiving. However, it's still pretty good. Betty gonna be losing basically a whole wave, or maybe not, but at least a TP. CFO gonna have already 1,000 of a gold lead. In this case, I feel like CFO would be pretty fine scaling into the late. Karthus is laughing. Karthus is laughing. Oh my god, Observers did him dirty. Observers did him so dirty. I mean, please Talon win this fight now. I would feel so sad if Talon doesn't win the fight now. They're gonna be taking down Junjie. It seems to be the case. Yeah, she's gonna be the one with the kill. Alright, okay. At least they win the fight. At least Talon gets the dragon. Karthus, don't worry. Yeah, being redeemed. There is no way they're gonna have a replay of that as well. What does the broadcasting crew have against Karthus? Well, nonetheless, if Talon can execute this team comp, I think they definitely deserve this match win. So far, they could only take one game away. And every time they met CFO, they could only take one game away from them. Karthus is the first one onto the grubs. And Junjia, are you going to be fighting that or maybe potentially turn to the dragon? Driver is struggling here, I have to say. Poor Driver. I mean, that's the Yorick power for you. And that's also 2 grubs so far for Talon. CFO only needs 1 more to get the mites, and seems like they're gonna be getting that. Talon does not want to overstay their welcome. The second dragon is now gonna be started up by CFO. I'm pretty sure this is the first time in this match then a team is not taking all the 4 dragons. Okay, Honkyu, I am not sure. Gonna be going for quite a long flank here. Seems pretty dangerous, but there is a stolen artwork from the Nautilus gonna be using on the Woody, and Woody is gonna be going down. It's gonna go to Junjia. Gonna get the first 3 kills. Feet has been secured. Honkyu still trying to go no Fofo, not gonna hit with the chain. But they're gonna get Fofo's ultimate out. And as the Herald spawning, we might be seeing some more fights here. Both of the bot laners have already arrived to the mid lane, rotating to potentially a Herald. And while this still happening on the top side, CF are gonna be getting the Herald. And at least it's a little bit of a reply to the Yorick, who just has been absolutely melting away these threats. Okay, there's a fight coming in here. Ozzy potentially gonna be taken down, and then the one who gets him down is gonna be Honkyu. Give gold to Honkyu. Always a good idea. No one dashed here. Gonna be stopping the split push. Now both teams having 1 dragon. I don't necessarily think it's gonna go to Soul, but nonetheless, you know, might be worth fighting for, as now Karthus is the one who called out. First of all, massive damage coming in from Jinx, but it's Junjia who's taking him down. And CFO just absolutely stomping for now. Even in game 2. CFO was doing better. Game 1, some would say that Talon was doing better early. To that, I'm just saying, I feel like Talon was doing better early because they had the early game comp. So I am, basically what I'm gonna say is, I am just glazing CFO. The driver is doing a phenomenal job to just always keeping Yorick intact, always being around him, not letting the Maiden to just melt down the turrets, as well. The other members of the team just fighting Honkyu. Honkyu somehow still alive. This guy is just so insane, as CFO gonna be more than happy to potentially start out the Otacon. Is this what they're doing right now? I think so. I've seen Otacon particles. Keep saying that if you wanna somehow counter the Yorick, probably the Jax. Driver though, Driver is playing really well here. Okay, now I'm not necessarily sure if the Kaiving and Honkyu can necessarily 2v4 here, but there are other people coming. The Driver is really far away, or maybe they can. Maybe they can. The first kill is gonna go to Kaiving, and somehow, oh, that's Vidro. Because they got Otacon! I forgot about Voracious Otacon! Voracious Otacon is gonna be removed next patch. I completely forgot about him, and okay, it seems like they're just winning. There is the Vidro. I mean, if Vidro, but Driver is not even gonna be Vidroing for now. There's the Vidro coming in. This thing got like 2 kills. I'm calling this word. Okay, Honkyu just peeping back in after Vidroing and getting the kill onto Yorick. Sure, alright, they just might Rukyo the split. Kill score 9-1. Okay, this is getting kinda ugly. Am I just like literally cursing everyone? Like, is this what's happening here? I'm like, okay, TLN, we're gonna be winning this fight now. I'm out of here. I'm out. I guess CFO just gonna get the Baron then, huh? And since there's a new segment in the broadcast, we co-streamers have to rate the players, kind of similar to how Hoopu, if you've ever seen Hoopu ratings, are going. They also asked the question, what are my thoughts about this match? Just send the broadcast. TLN would have beaten TS as well. This team already proved themselves. Some of these members, like Honkyu's first ever international tournament, they already proved themselves there. Coming back to the LCP, they're gonna do it again. Oh, what just happened on the bot side? We haven't seen this one either. There was like another kill, by the way. I remember that they haven't showed in game 2. Okay, I have no idea what happened here, but since the game is not ending from what I can tell, we might be getting a replay. Look at this guy, Driver, coming back in on the Jax. He goes like, Ozzy, you're not Bippo. I can match your side laning with my Jax, and he does it. And because of that, I'm going to be pumping Driver's number up. And I really feel like it might just be, okay, that's literally a... Okay, never mind. Kaiving literally stole the Penta. I mean, it could have been a Penta. 100% this is a Jinx. The OG Penta before Zeri was even a thing. But it doesn't matter. CFO gonna be finishing off the game. Gonna be finishing 2-1. And gonna be beating TLN in our very first day of LCP mid-season. The King of Pacifics are no kings anymore. And the Prince is now the king. Okay, that sounded a little bit better in my head. Forget it. Alright, the dancing... Driver, as per usual, just dancing around. The hero's rest as well. I feel a little bit sad for him because, okay, that game was not necessarily his fault, but like, you know, as far as I know, it's also gonna be integrated into the broadcast. But our new segment is gonna be rating the players. I sent into the broadcast as well. I'm not sure if they're gonna be showing it or not, but I've done my research. And there's also CFO. It's a little bit unfair because obviously Rest is playing 1 game, which is not a good game, and Driver is playing 2 games, which is set up to victory. Even then, I cannot do anything else. Like, I don't write the rules. We have our very first 10. He's just one of my favorite players to watch. These are gonna be my ratings for the players. I have no idea if broadcast would show it or not, but just so you know, that's what I think. I really hope everyone enjoyed this stream and have fun. Have a fun night, day, whatever is the time zone. Thank you for being here. Bye bye everyone. Bye 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 bye.